In a land where stone remembers the footsteps of ancient rivers, where cliffs rise like cathedrals and the sky feels close enough to touch, there lies a kingdom sculpted by fire, water, and eternity. This is Zion, not just a national park, but a pilgrimage into the heart of Earth itself. Every trail here is a story, every canyon a secret, and every sunrise a reminder that some places aren't meant to be visited, they're meant to be felt. Today, we step into the sacred maze of sandstone giants. We follow the echoes, and we let Zion show us who we become when the world grows quiet. Welcome to the journey.
Good morning, welcome to Zion National Park, Utah.
The crown jewel of Utah's mighty 5 national parks.
Good morning, guys. What a beautiful morning here in Hurricane, Utah. So this is where we stayed last night, and today we are going to explore the Zion National Park, which is about 23 miles from here. So let's hit the road. Man, the sun is very bright and shiny this morning, which is really good, no complaint. It's much better.
From the moment you leave Hurricane, the road begins to whisper. The asphalt stretches forward like a promise, pulling you toward a world carved by time and thunder. Red cliffs rise slowly at first, then suddenly tower over you like guardians watching the desert breathe.
Guys, we are almost at the entrance of the park. The problem is the visitor center parking lot is being closed due to some maintenance work, so the solution is to take the shuttle bus, but we are trying to sneak and see if we can get any parking slot. That's a big line here, and it's really crazy.
This is the approach to Zion, not just a drive, but a slow awakening, a reminder that some journeys don't begin at the destination. They begin the moment the landscape decides to change you.
Finally and officially, we are in the park now. So guys, we are at the visitor center. As usual, we just want to go inside and get some information and get stamped on our national park passport and see what kind of souvenirs and gift they have, because there's a souvenir shop attached to the visitor center. So let's go inside. Well, guys, we got all the information that we need. So this is how the structure of this park. There are 2 major scenic driveway. One is called Zion Mount Carmel, which include a 1.1 mile long tunnel through this giant red rock, which is an awesome thing. The other one is Zion Canyon scenic driveway. So most of the attraction of the park can be found in the Zion Canyon scenic driveway, and we cannot take our own vehicle. We have to do the shuttle bus. And for the Mount Carmel scenic driveway, we can take our own vehicle and we can drive and explore. So what we are going to do, we are going to take a drive through the Mount Carmel scenic driveway, then we come back and we'll do the Zion Canyon scenic driveway.
From the visitor center, we rolled forward into the heart of Zion, a road that doesn't just take you somewhere, it transforms you. Every turn pulled us closer to the Mount Carmel Scenic Drive, where the cliffs sharpen, the colors ignite, and the canyon begins to breathe around you. The red walls leaned in, towering above the road like giants carved from fire. Light spilled through narrow openings, painting the sandstone in gold and ember. With every curve, the landscape shifted, tunnels of shadow, bursts of sunlight, and the raw power of a world shaped by time. This wasn't just a drive, it was an ascent into another realm, a passageway carved through stone leading us toward the legendary Mount Carmel route, where Zion reveals its wildest, most dramatic face. And then the road dove into darkness. The Mount Carmel Tunnel, a mile of stone carved by human hands, but rolled by the silence of the canyon. The moment you emerge from the tunnel, the world opens like a revelation. And there it was, Mount Carmel in all its majesty, a landscape sculpted in fire and silence, rising in layers of red, gold, and ancient stone. The cliffs stood like guardians of another era, their faces glowing under the desert sun, their shadows stretching across the canyon like stories written in light. Every ridge felt alive, and every curve of the mountain carried the weight of time, a reminder that nature doesn't rush. It creates masterpieces. After exploring the heights of Mount Carmel, we turned back toward the visitor center, the gateway where every journey in Zion begins and begins again. The red walls followed us like silent companions, guiding us back through the canyon's ancient corridors.
Three. So we are going to do the beautiful Zion Canyon scenic driveway tour. So we have to get the shuttle for that.
From there, we boarded the shuttle, the only way into the legendary Canyon Scenic Drive. As the doors closed, it felt less like a bus ride and more like stepping into a moving viewpoint, a slow glide deeper into the soul of Zion. Ahead of us lay towering monoliths, hidden valleys, and the quiet power of a landscape shaped by eternity. The journey wasn't ending. It was just shifting into its next chapter.
So now literally we hit the trail here.
The trail begins quietly, almost shyly, beneath the shade of cottonwoods swaying in the canyon breeze.
So actually the hiking trail goes through the canyon. As you can see both sides, the giant red rock formation standing as a tall tower. It's kind of a little bit scary too. What if a big piece just fell off from there? At least the other side is a little bit far from the hiking trail, but look at all this stuff, man.
Footsteps crunch against the earth as the sound of the Virgin River follows you like a soft, steady heartbeat. From the moment we stepped onto the grotto trail, Zion felt different. Calmer, closer, almost whispering. The cliffs didn't tower here. They watched. The river did not roar. It hummed. And every step pulled us deeper into a world where nature speaks in small, sacred details. Sunlight filtered through the trees, painting the path in shifting patterns of gold. The canyon walls glowed like embers in the distance, rising higher with every turn.
A lot of guys are waiting for the shuttle bus. So this is another shuttle point. If you wait here, you can get into the bus and you can go to your next point. But we are gonna keep hike. But the nature of the trail that we are gonna hike, it's gonna be interesting.
This wasn't a trail to conquer. It was a trail to feel. A gentle walk that reminded us that beauty doesn't always shout. Sometimes it breathes. And as we moved toward the heart of the canyon, the grotto trail opened the door to Zion's quieter soul, a place where even silence feels alive. The sun pressed down like a weight, turning every step into a test of will. The trail shimmered ahead, dust rising with each footfall, the heat wrapping around you like a second skin.
The view is amazing, guys. Whew. The beautiful creek down there, and all this beautiful giant red rock formation both sides. Of course, the hiking trail is not that great. Yeah, the hiking trail is a little bit difficult. And it's a bit challenging. The nature of the hiking trail, plus the heat.
The moment we stepped onto the trail, the canyon reminded us who was in charge. The heat was relentless, a fierce, burning presence that followed us with every climb. The path rose sharply, the air grew thinner, and the sun carved shadows across the red rock like strokes of fire.
Howdy, tired?
I was just looking at the tree that's been growing up in that crack up there.
Where? A little bit shade. What's that? Oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
I say, this is not the longest hike we've done, but it sure is tiring. I don't know if it's because of the conditions, the heat.
I think it's the heat.
Or just because of day 6.
I don't know. Yeah guys, so this is our day 6. Non-stop hiking in a different national parks. You're almost there.
Keep going.
Just 5 more miles.
I'll tell you that. You're almost there.
Almost, thank you.
Around every curve, you're almost there.
Almost.
And the trail demanded everything: patience, strength, and a stubborn kind of courage. But with each challenging step, the views grew wilder, the cliffs glowed brighter, and the reward felt closer.
Wow, I just can't wait to get the other side of the canyon, because you can get a nice shade on the other side. But this side, you can see in far distance hiking trail that we came through.
This wasn't just a hike, it was a battle with the elements, a reminder that the most beautiful places often ask the most from you, and somehow that makes the journey unforgettable. From the moment we stepped onto the path toward Emerald Lake, the canyon seemed to shift. The air grew warmer, the cliffs rose higher, and the trail began to pull us upward, step by step, breath by breath. The sun pressed hard against our backs, turning the climb into a test of grit. The heat shimmered off the sandstone, and every incline felt steeper than the last.
Wow, what a spectacular view, guys, from here. Take a look. Wow, that's really cool.
but the promise of that hidden oasis, the Emerald Lake tucked deep within Zion's red walls, kept us moving. With each turn, the views opened wider. The canyon stretched out behind us, glowing in shades of fire and gold. Our footsteps echoed with determination, and the trail reminded us that beauty often waits at the end of effort. This was the beginning of the climb, the journey toward a place where water, stone, and sunlight meet in magic quiet. And then, after every steep climb, every breath stolen by the sun, we reached it, Emerald Lake, a calm oasis tucked beneath towering cliffs, shimmering softly like a secret the canyon has guarded for centuries.
Just for the change of scenery, we are going to take another hiking trail to the shuttle station. It's called Lord's Trail. It's a 0.6 miles hike. And we'll see what magical view is waiting for us. It's really cool. Good thing we got a nice shade here. Guys, the comfort zone is over. Now, do you want me to go first?
I'm just trying to figure out which way to go here. It's a little slow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit circus here.
A little bit further down,
Oh,
about 200 yards. This is not bad.
Okay, we'll follow you.
I can go friend.
Oh, this is good.
Ooh, that feels so good. Wow, guys. Yeah. Oh guys, finally back to the shuttle station. So we are gonna pick another shuttle to go to the other point.
We boarded the shuttle toward one of Zion's most iconic adventures, the Narrows. As the bus rolled deeper into the canyon, the walls rose higher, closing in like ancient giants guiding our path.
Oh, we reached the last point. This is the last bus shuttle station. Indeed, this is the end point of the Zion Canyon Scenic Driveway. You can see this is the end. That's it. So from here we are going to do another hike, which is one of the famous highlights in the park. Seems there's a lot of people are coming back from the Narrows. That's one of the coolest attraction here in the park, so we don't want to miss that one.
Every stop felt like a step further into another world. Sunlight flickered between towering cliffs, the Virgin River glimmered beside us, and the road wound through a landscape carved by water and time. With each turn, the canyon narrowed, the shadows deepened, and the excitement grew. This wasn't just a ride. It was the approach to a legendary trail where the path isn't a path at all, but a river. We were heading to the Narrows, a place where adventure begins the moment your feet touch the water. And then we reached it, the entrance to the Narrows, where the canyon tightens, the river deepens, and the real adventure begins.
We can balance each other.
Yeah. Look at that, guys. They are really having some fun there.
And they're gonna be really cold.
Hey guys, how about a swimming competition?
No.
Who's gonna win? Okay, on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go!
Pushing against our legs with a quiet, steady force. The canyon walls rose higher with every step, narrowing into a cathedral of stone. The water was icy, the rocks were slippery, and the current challenged every move. But that was the magic of the Narrows. The water challenged us, the rocks tested our balance, and the canyon humbled us. But that's what made it extraordinary. It wasn't just a hike. It was an experience that stays with you, a journey through water and stone that reminds you how small you are and how beautiful the world can be when you let it surround you.
This is an amazing, refreshing, yet challenging hike up through the creek.
So probably we will stop our hike up here, and because we have to hike back all the way to the shuttle station. Remember, by 7:15 the shuttle service is done, so we have to hurry and get back. But it was such a wonderful experience.
We had a wonderful time at magnificent Zion National Park.
We did really enjoy. Hope you will enjoy this video
We'll see you next time.
when we hit the trail.
Gongolola.